that was there on the way. Crossing field after field at a quick pace, jumping over stiles. What are the stiles? Steps made over a fence or a gate when you cross something. And springing over puddles with impatient activity. What are puddles? Puddles are the small holes on the road that you see, and they are filled with the water usually during the rainy season. And we have discussed that it had rained heavily the day before. And finding herself at last within the view of the house with weary ankles, dirty stockings, and a face glowing with the warmth of exercise. So finally, when we she reached there, her ankles were weary, the stockings were very dirty, and her face was glowing with the warmth of exercise. Warmth of exercise means the all efforts that she put in to reach that particular place where her sister was staying. She was shown into the breakfast parlor where all but Jane were assembled, and where her appearance created a great deal of surprise. Why the appearance created a great deal of surprise? Because no one was expecting her to be there because of the bad weather. That she should have walked 3 miles so early in the day. She had covered a distance of 3 miles in very much less time because she was very much eager to meet her sister in such dirty weather. And apart from the distance, the conditions of the weather were also very poor, and by herself. The next thing was that she walked the way. She did not have any horse, she did not have any carriage. She came from her home to the Netherfield to the house of Mr. Bingley, all walking. Was almost incredible to Mrs. Hurst and Miss Bingley. And Elizabeth was convinced that they held her in contempt for it. She was received, however, very politely by them, means they all welcomed Elizabeth in spite of her conditions, in spite of her bad looks or her dirty stockings, whatever was there, but they welcomed her because of her efforts that she put in. And in their brother's manners, there was something better than politeness. There was a good humor and kindness. Mr. Darcy said very little, and Mr. Hurst nothing at all. The former was divided between admiration of the brilliancy which exercise had given to her complexion, and doubt as to the occasions justifying her coming so far alone. The latter was thinking only of his breakfast. Now, here it is describing the reaction of the people when Elizabeth reached to their house. The ladies in the house welcomed Elizabeth. Next, about Mr. Darcy and Mr. Hurd. Mr. Darcy said very little, and Mr. Hurst did not say anything, and he was thinking about his breakfast only. And Mr. Darcy was thinking about the admiration, means he was thinking how she put all the efforts to meet her sister in spite of her adverse conditions, and it was not justified for the occasion, as well as her warmth because of the exercise, because of all the efforts she put in to meet her sister.